Hello everyone, thank you for joining me today for Dream Talk. Last week I mentioned to you, whoops, almost fell off my stool. Last week I mentioned to you that I wanted to share with you the books that I found really very helpful during my journey on understanding my dreams. I have 3 that I have right here right now that helped guide me. I didn't follow every single thing in the books verbatim, but just reading the books and the people within the book, their own personal experiences, gave me ideas on ways that I can understand my dreams more and techniques that I could use that could help me. So the first book I want to talk to you about, and I'll show it to you, it's by Jane Roberts. And there's an introduction by her husband, Robert F. Boots, I think. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it. As you can see, this book is pretty worn and old. I've used it a lot. I've referred to it a lot. Not only does she handle dreams in this book, but she also talks about astral projection, astral travel. She also discusses her and gives some of her personal experiences on, astral projection and dreams and precognitive dreams and all the insights that she's gathered from that. She also, I'm not suggesting anybody do this, but she also used a Ouija board, her and her husband, because they were doing a lot of meditation and psychic practices, exercises to develop their psychic abilities and to, explore more, explore the dream world, explore what most would seem to be the human's limitations, going further beyond what people think that we can do. I was really amazed by this book because a lot of the experiences that were in the book I was having, and I thought, wow, if a book like this was around when I was younger, this would have been so much more help for me, because I pretty much was like, oh, when I was younger, forget it, people are right, dreams are just dreams, but yet I still kept having the same kind of supernatural, paranormal, futuristic type dreams nonetheless. Whether you believe in it or not, if you experience it, it's just going to happen. And when you experience it, it's to show you that it actually really does exist. The dream realm is a whole nother world, aside from this waking world. That's what I've come to believe, throughout the years of having these kind of dreams and experiences. So yes, so the official title of it is Seth, Dreams and Projections of Consciousness. And I think that's the key. It's a projection of consciousness. When we lay down to go to sleep, I believe that our mind doesn't start resting completely. We're still processing everything that we take in during the day. All the hurtful things people said to us, all the nice things people said to us, little odds and ends and just like what may seem to be very unimportant little tidbits can be clues. So that's a wonderful book. I really like that book a lot. I can't emphasize how much I like it. I'm sure you can find it on Amazon because it was really popular when it came out. And she also has a book which I haven't gotten a chance to buy. I think it's called, what is it called? I think it's just called Seth or something. But basically, if you want to know who Seth is, I guess you'd have to say a disembodied entity that she channels, that Jane Roberts channels. And this entity is like a guide. The guide gives her information and insights on the human potential and all that we can do and how we're limiting ourselves. And in that book, she actually has specific exercises that you can try if you're interested in it. Now, if that's a little too much for you, Here's one that I like too. It's called Dreams That Come True. Their Psychic and Transforming Powers by David Ryback, PhD. So this is this one. I found this one at a thrift store. A lot of my metaphysical books I find at thrift stores. It's almost like the books jump out at me. You know, when I go to a thrift store, the first thing I look at is the books because I love reading. And this one in particular, basically what it does is it has first account experiences, people's specific dreams that have come true. This guy, he's a doctor. He didn't really believe in precognitive dreams and all that. You know, he didn't believe that dreams really meant anything until he started, questioning people and asking people about their dreams and really doing his research. And what I like about it, it's just like personal experiences, asking people, and comparing and seeing how many people have had such and such kind of dreams and what's, the average. But the thing is this one's a little bit more, it's a little bit more focused in on, I'd have to say, more like personal accounts. I mean, they do give some insights and exercise a little bit in how to understand your dreams and how to interpret them on a personal level. It's kind of, I'd have to say, it's kind of an introduction kind of book because there's a lot of anecdotal things in here. And the anecdotes are good because the details are so specific to the dreamer that there's no way that it could be just something that's made up. So that one's a really good. Dreams That Come True. Their Psychic and Transforming Powers by David Ryback. I don't know if you can get this on Amazon, but you probably can, or any other bookstore. I guess a lot of times with bookstores you can call them up and ask them if they have a specific book on, on file. If it's an older book, I like to go to call up older bookstores. I don't know what you have in your area. There's time-tested books here for me, and I call them up, and they're kind enough to research and see if they can find the books that I want, and not like a huge price either. Okay, and then the last one I want to share with you. It's called Dreams, Your Magic Mirror, with interpretations of Edgar Cayce. I like Edgar Cayce. I've read some books about Edgar Cayce. I have some that I know, I bought some and then I no longer have them. But this one's pretty good. It goes kind of in depth. It talks about specific meanings of different things that people could have in dreams and all that kind of stuff. And it goes into more detail about specific things within the dreams, like music, specific colors, numbers, times, mandalas, dreams of death, insects, and marine life. So Edgar Cayce, if you don't know who Edgar Cayce is, do your research, look him up. He's online. There's several books about him. He was what was called the sleeping prophet. When he laid down to sleep, he would get insights about the person who was in the room to see him, like psychic information specifically for that person, to show them what they needed to do to heal their body. So I like Edgar Cayce a lot. This book was pretty good. It's just a little bit of introduction to Edgar Cayce, not really a full comprehensive, biography of who this guy was. He was incredible. Yeah, like I said, he was called the sleeping prophet. And I think that there's a lot of people that have that ability that usually don't want to speak out because, or let anybody know, because they don't want to be seen as a freak of nature. But the thing is that I think a lot of people are able to do this, we all do this. We have insights within our dreams that give us help and guidance as to what to do next with our life. And a lot of times we'll also get guidance for other people and what they can do to help them with their health as well. So Dreams, Your Magic Mirror with Interpretations of Edgar Cayce by L.C. Seacrest, and the forwards by Hugh Lynn Casey. So this is another thrift store find I got. It's pretty good, pretty good. I think I'd rather get like another one, the one that I used to have. I can't remember the specific name about it, but here's a picture on the back of him. I think that's L.C. Seacrest. I think that might research met and worked with. Yeah, I believe that L.C. Seacrest was Edgar Cayce's secretary. He had a secretary that would keep track of all the dreams and everything. And I think that was the woman that did that, I believe. Yeah, so these books were really good for me as far as feeling like, yes, my dreams do mean something, you know, and I want to find out what it means. So if you're around people that don't really believe in dreams, they go, oh, whatever, you know, it's just another dream. Don't get all, you know, psyched out about it or whatever, stressed out about it. If you feel stressed out about it, then it means something personally to you. So here's what like I said before, keep your journal, keep writing in your journal, your dream journal. You could even take it a step further if you wanted to with each dream. Like I said, you can say how you felt about the dream. Also go even further and say what were the nuances around? What were the smells? What were the colors? As detailed as you can possibly get. Because I think that the more detail that you have within the dream, the more you start to understand what the dream is trying to tell you. Your dreams will come to you in a way that your mind, I think your subconscious mind, knows that you can comprehend. Now, usually, and that's not a rule, because sometimes I'll have dreams where there's things in there I have never heard of. Like before I even heard of or knew anything about the I Ching, if you've heard of I Ching, it's supposed to be like an oracle, another way of divination. So look that up, I Ching. But anyway, I think about 3 years ago, or 4 years